and I realized I didn't bring my wallet. Didn't even feel the train stop. I'm just gonna follow the crowd. A little bit overwhelming. The silk has just got me. So I love this. It's been a day or two since I traveled to Birmingham to the Sewing for Pleasure event, and I'm here to share everything that happened, the things that I got. Hi sewing friends, I'm Karina from liftingpinsandneedles.com. Welcome to this channel that is all about sewing, limitless sewing, and welcome to my other area of filming that I found when it's a lovely sunny day. I'm in the park again. There is the Cam River, the park. Very happy to be here today to share my Birmingham experience. I had toyed with the idea of going for 2 days, so spending a night there so I could see more of the city. I'd heard great things. There were places I would have loved to go to, like the rag market, of course. There's a marine center, like an aquarium. There's just so many things that I would have loved to see, but it didn't work out financially. Hotels are expensive here in the UK, even the basic ones. Just going for the day, there were quite a few things that happened on the way there, you will see. Let's head off to Birmingham. Just before leaving, I saw these tulips growing right outside my house. I don't know who planted them, but I'm amazed. So amazing. So much peace and green meadows. It's been a lovely ride this morning. Cold, crisp. I did have a bit of a snooze, so my neck is a little bit sore, but it's been lovely. I've seen cows, all sorts here. I had a morning of those. I've even been crying for a little bit of the morning. Once I got to the train station at Cambridge, I was almost on the train. I was rummaging through my little bag and I realized I didn't bring my wallet. So I had tickets, I had all that, but I had no way to pay for anything. And I had never set up Apple Pay or the wallet system to pay with your phone. I'd seen people do that for years, but I just never done it before. So yeah, I had a few hidden tears behind my sunglasses. My husband helped me over the phone set up a credit card. I did not want to use a credit card, but it was the only one that worked to get it into my Apple Pay. So yeah, I think it's going to work. I hope it's going to work. I'm feeling a little bit better, but I got so rattled in the morning thinking, oh my gosh, I won't be able to buy water, food, nothing. Set up your payments on your phone if you haven't, because it can really save you. I've made it. It's taken a while. I have gone through some things to get here, but it's time to head in there. I've got my ticket. It should be all good. Lots and lots of people headed the same way I am, so I'm just going to follow the crowds. When I was on the second train to get off at Birmingham International, which is next to the convention center, I just got really distracted looking at the sky, whatever. I don't know. I didn't even feel the train stop. And then when I realized the train was already going and I saw the planes, so I had to ride to the next station, cross to the other side, take the train back. This place is huge. It feels like I'm in an airport. There's even these things that help you walk faster. It's super big in here. Okay, so here we are. I'm wearing my Smith jacket from Stout Arc. Like I said, I wore my red scarf. I will be super happy if, one or two people recognize me and say hello. It would be a dream. I'm no celebrity, but check out behind me. I can't wait to go inside. I have a little carry-on suitcase. Not that I'm planning to buy a lot of things, but I have my big jacket, my pillow, just stuff that, I don't want to carry around. So I'll be comfy. Check it out, Rosenberg and Son. I've just been there at Trumpington and I'm back. I don't know if you remember me. Bom dia. Tudo bem? This is the lovely guy that helped me the other day. He remembered me. So I've never seen a store that sold specialty lights for crafting. I think that is genius because I just use regular lights and I'm usually struggling. I can't really see. There seems to be a mix of sewing and craft things. Like there's a lot of embroidery and stuff like that. I've done a lot of cross-stitching in my life. I stopped a few years ago when I got a tendinitis from doing too much of it, but look at those colorful threads. I'm just really inspired to pick that up again because I really love doing that. Check out these really pretty sewing machines. I'm never going to have any of these. They don't even sell these brands in Brazil. I've had a basic one, but it's nice to admire what there is out there. Every garment for £20. I didn't expect to see ready-to-wear clothes here. Check out these like stamps to block print your fabric. That is something really interesting. Wow. So that's the idea. You change the colors, you change your stamps, and you create your own prints on cotton. A little bit overwhelming. Like there's just so much. I don't know what to look at. And the other thing that's overwhelming is that there's a lot of like everything. So many different crafts and stuff. I love all different types of crafts. So I'm like a little bit shocked that there's just so much variety, so much to see. So yeah, being naive, I thought this was just a sewing thing. But no, it was a crafting thing as well. So there was so much to see, all sorts of different crafts. I like doing a lot of things. So definitely things I saw there are activities I would like to try. But then I don't have much time because all my time is consumed with garment sewing and my channel, which is my full-time job. But still, it was very nice to be exposed to these crafts. I really like this Italian denim. It actually feels like linen. So lightweight and so soft, not stiff at all. Found a place that has a lot of printed patterns. Mason Form, like True Bias and Wardrobe by Me, Berta. Someday I might talk about why I prefer PDF patterns. 100%. I would not buy a printed pattern. But that'll be a topic for another day. They're still pretty to look at. Roy's Material World has so much cotton, poplin, £7 a meter, thousands and thousands of prints. Not my style, but if you like these, there's tons and tons. So this is something that's not easy to find. This is cotton lawn, but embroidered. It's like embroidery and glaze. You can see the embroidery, but on a print. £8 a meter. That is amazing price. It's just the colors are not my thing right here, which is a shame because I like the concept. Check out this faff machine. They just look so big. I mean, compared to what I use, these are impressive machines. These slippers are wool sheepskin. They look super nice and they're only £10. They're very light. I'm very tempted. And they have up to a size 10, I think. The most unexpected find ever. Wow, so comfy, so nice. Taking these. Love the color. There are brown ones, but these are just a little bit more wild. These cotton denims. It feels more like chambray to me. It's so lightweight, so nice. So many little prints here. Very pretty. The fabric I've always wanted to touch and try. It's a modal jersey, and it's medium to heavyweight. Lots of lovely prints. So I'm going to choose one just to try it out. These ones over here. Half from that one.
Can you serve somebody this one here?
Yeah.
1.5.
1.5. Thank you. Okay, I don't know what Italian silk jerseys are for £10 a meter. So what was this? Viscose silk and?
Viscose, silk, cotton and polyester.
Wow. This shop is called Material Magic, Ralph Lauren designer fabrics. I was wondering, and yeah, they do have the brand on the selvage here. Okay, now we're talking. Janome. I can get a lot of these in Brazil. I like it. I've been using it since 2018. My sewing machine's been very faithful. It's very basic, but it works very well. I'm going to look around and see if I can find my dream sewing machine. This is Memory Craft 6700P. It's £1,600. I think it's got a lot of embroidery features that I'm not too interested in. It looks like a nice, wide, hefty machine. Like it's way more space in this area than the tiny little one that I use. This is Atelier 3. It's only £729. Wow. So I love this because you can remove this and then you can set in sleeves and sew cuffs and things like that. Some of the big machines don't have that feature. And I don't know what all the stitches are there, but this is very nice. Love this. This looks like a lovely one. DKS 100 SE, £629. This looks like a nice domestic sewing machine. I like that. Also, the material is very sturdy, like that one. This one is similar to the one I have. I mean, mine's more basic than this. but it's the same style. There are lots of stores that say something guild. What is a guild? I guess I should Google that. But it's everywhere. It's just like city and guilds in textiles. Just guilds of everything. Embroidery, sewing. What is it? I've met a few people over here. It's been lovely. Made my day. I think I snuck in and there was a space to sit.
Right.
About the fashion show, I was able to sneak myself in there and get a seat. It was very enjoyable. I just left very happy to see that there are some young people that love sewing and they do textiles. They seem to struggle a lot with confidence in modeling. I just think how daunting it must be to be 15, 16, probably sewing your first serious garments and having to model and being a competition. So hats off to them for even joining and participating. My favorite one, she got the second place. She was the most confident and her bodice fit perfectly. So this is a humongous tapestry that is being embroidered like right now. I walked before and there was a woman, now there's a man doing it. So this is something I can admire, quilting, but I'll never do it myself. I just like sewing clothes too much. Hats off to you if you quilt because I think it's beautiful. It's like another art form. I could never do it. I just don't have the patience. Bernina, 2,500 pounds. Yeah, that's something I could never have, but a very pretty machine. Super nice. It's 100% linen. It's only 12 pounds a meter. Amazing. I would get some of that green and some of that red. That burgundy is lovely. This is a transparent sewing machine. You can see everything in there. Interesting. All the cables and things. They've got it just sewing nothing. Okay, this machine, one of the big guns, 8,000 pounds. Would I be watching TV while I'm sewing? This silk has just got me. The dark green background, little horses with wings, unicorns maybe, leopards with wings as well. I just love the colors. And this one's 45 a meter and it's 100% silk from Italy. This cotton panel, as soon as I saw it, I thought it had some texture on it, but it's just printed on and it's got like lace and leaves. I actually had to come and touch it to make sure it wasn't lace. It's just the print. It's so unique. Check out this little jacket out of a boucle type. And it's just cut. The raw edges are just there. There's no finish on the edges or on the hem or anything. I know it's possible, but I don't know if I could do it. Yeah, I'm just admiring the fabric. I know the fabric doesn't fray and you could in essence just leave everything raw, but I don't know if I could do that. The facings, the hems, you know. I'm so glad I found this tracing paper. I have some very old ones, like they're 15 years old and they're barely marking anymore. So I'm definitely gonna grab one or two of these. They last for so long. It's time to head back home. I've been here for about 6 hours, exhausted, dehydrated. I need to take 2 trains to get back home. Little bit that I bought goes in there, so I've been super comfortable all day. I haven't been carrying heavy things at all. Now, I'm no celebrity. In my mind, I was pretty happy if 1 or 2 people saw me and said hello. It ended up being about 10 people sprinkled throughout the day, and the conversations were so lovely. It was just so nice to share things that I'm doing. They showed me what they were wearing, and yeah, it was just lovely. Of course, I'm not going to film that. I think that is very intrusive. You know, those are private encounters. I think if you came up to me and said hello and I start filming that, yeah, that would be very, very awkward. I would never put anyone through that, you know. It's been a lot of years of me talking to the camera and being filmed, and I'm sort of used to it. But of course, that's something that not everyone's used to, and I'm not going to impose that on anyone. So yeah, the encounters and conversations were so, so lovely. I left with a really warm heart and just extra motivated to keep doing what I do. It's just very encouraging to meet people that like what you do and appreciate it. And I see that it is actually worth doing what I do. So that was amazing. Now, let me show you what I got. I got 3 pieces of fabric only. You saw a sneak peek of the slippers. I didn't bring those to the park. That's not so related, but that was a good find. But I only bought 3 pieces of fabric. I have no room left in my luggage. I'm taking 3 full suitcases back with me, 23 kilos each. So I'm taking 2 extra suitcases already, and I've done fake packing scenarios, and I am like, yeah, I don't even know. I'm thinking of leaving like old things behind, old shoes and things I brought to make some space. But yeah, I always knew I wasn't gonna go wild and just purchase. I could have. The linens, oh my gosh, but they're so heavy. I buy 2 or 3 meters of that, and it's a heavy fabric. So I tried to just buy light things. Now, there's one that I'm not going to be able to show you because I've already made it and I'm wearing it right now. See a sneak peek. But let me show you how that fabric looked like on the table. It's a modal spandex. And I'd always wanted to see and touch and try that fabric. For me, it feels like a softer Ponte Roma. It's nice and structured, lots of horizontal stretch, just minimal vertical ease. And it was a lovely fabric, lovely print to find. That is one of the fabrics, and I have sewn it already. You'll see this garment made soon. I'm not going to spoil much more. Then I found the most strangest type of jersey. He said it was a silk polyester spandex blend, something like that. I don't even know how that's possible, but check it out. I got 1.5 meters. This was 10 pounds a meter, and it's so soft. I mean, it's so soft. It feels like rayon spandex to me. That's the sensation I get, but it has a sheen that rayon spandex doesn't have. And I feel like the spandex is more, like the recovery is better. So I'm hoping this is going to be a really nice top or a very simple dress or something. I loved it so much. I thought about it for a while, and because at this point I'm only buying fabrics I absolutely love, and I absolutely love this one. I apologize, I think the wind is moving my camera a little bit. I hope it's not too distracting. And then before I left, I found a piece of silk. So this was at Rosenberg and Son. It's the same shop I visited in Trumpington. They're doing road shows, so they might even be at the Stitch Festival. This is the silk. The print is pretty wild and it is pretty colorful. So whatever I make is going to be very simple, and I'm going to wear it with simple bottoms to just let this shine. The green is what got me. It's so beautiful. It was 45 pounds a meter, so I got 1 meter. And it's amazing, 100% silk from Italy. It's all over the selvage over here. This is all I got. And then, fabric-wise, but then I found a tool, a notion, I don't know what to call it, that I'd been wanting to have for a long time now. I have 1 packet of these that I've had since New Zealand over 15 years ago. And it's basically Burda carbon paper that is no longer marking. And I use this for that on dark fabrics. So this packet has a white and a yellow paper. Very useful for me, and I'm so happy. I know this lasts forever. So 7 pounds, totally worth it. Maybe I should have gotten another one. So it was totally worth going there. I saw so many things. I just had a blast. A lot of the time by myself, a lot of the time with lovely company of some viewers that said hello. So it was very nice. I slept the whole way there, the whole way back. So yeah, I got back pretty exhausted. You know, your neck is sore when you fall asleep like that on the train. But anyway, it was so lovely. And now I'm mega excited to go to the Stitch Festival in London. That is going to be amazing. Check in tomorrow because I'll show you all about the garment I'm making with the fabric I got over there. It's right here. And then on Thursday, if you're going to the Stitch Festival, I will be hanging around there. Feel free to come and say hi. I'd love to meet some of you there. See you soon. Bye.